What's good, y'all? Welcome to this week's video. Today I'm gonna be doing a pink brownish kind of look. By the way, I'm sick. My throat hurts really bad and my nose will not stop running, but I have my matcha tea here with me and I'm getting better. I'm already feeling a little bit better and I just caught it yesterday, so yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and get into this. This is just kind of like a little chit chat, get ready with me kind of thing. I was inspired by this look right here. I'm gonna start with my eyebrows. Champ, I'm gonna be putting all over my lid and in my crease and stuff, and then I'm gonna put this NYX pink blush in Electro all on the inner corner. So I'm gonna take those two colors and I'm gonna do one brow pink and the other brow brown to kind of do a little matchy-matchy. By the way, the palette I used for this eyebrow is the Profusion Cosmetics Temptress palette, and it was only $10. It's beautiful shades. I love them so much. I use this palette quite a bit. The colors are all extremely pigmented. They're pretty easy to blend out. They don't just like fluff off the lid. They're great and affordable. Now I'm going in with this Muse Cosmetics Full Coverage Concealer. This is in the shade 2. I just started listening to Billie Eilish and I actually really like her music. At first I was kind of like, she's a little mainstream now. Everybody's listening to her. But her music is really good. It's different, very alternative, which I can appreciate. I think I'm kind of digging these fluffier, thicker brows. I like to go in with my finger and blend the concealer first, just to really melt the product into my skin. Then I'll go in with a beauty blender, a damp one, and just lightly press it in even more. And it looks really pretty and it looks like skin and not like product sitting over my eyelid, you know? I'm gonna do a voiceover at this part because I just can't talk when I'm doing my makeup, so when I'm doing my eyeshadow more specifically. Right now I'm taking that color Champ and I'm just packing it right over the outer corner of my eye. I'm going to bring this about 2/3 into the lid. Now I'm going in with that pink shade from the NYX eyeshadow. That one was called Electro, I think. Now I'm going in with a fluffy brush, taking the shades Courage and a touch of Ember from that Temptress palette. I'm also taking a touch of that pink that we used on the inner corner and just blending over that. I know it's the same shade, but it still works to blend it out just a little bit. Then lastly, I took a light pink glitter and packed it over top of that pink in the inner corner. Okay guys, we're gonna move on to the face now. First things first, I'm gonna prime. I'm gonna use this Muse Professional Cosmetics 14K Gold Foundation Primer. It's super nice and moisturizing. I just put this around my mouth mainly because that's where I get the most dry. And I put a little on my forehead. Also going in with this Clean Color Selfie Perfect Foundation Primer. This is the illuminating one. Sorry, mine is so dirty. This stuff is very illuminating. Like, very, you don't need a whole lot. And I just like to put this right over my pores. I know that's so weird to put an illuminator there, but I really love how it makes my foundation look when I put it over top. It just kind of makes everything look fresh and brighter. Like, as you can see, it is definitely brightening where I put the product, so I love it. And I just kind of press this into the skin. I'm taking that same concealer I used to prime my lids. I'm going to go ahead and conceal under my eyes. I'm going to use this almost as like a color corrector. And I'm putting it only where I need to color correct, only where I need to cover these dark circles. So I'm not bringing it down over my pores or on the bridge of my nose or anything like that. I'm only keeping it right underneath my eyes, right where I have the darkness. Then I'm going in with this Mary Kate Time Wise Matte Wear Liquid Foundation. This is in Bronze 1, and I'm going to use this to contour my cheeks. I'm just going to take it right from the bottle and just stamp it right where I would contour. I'm not bringing this towards the center of my face. I'm keeping it from my eyebrow arch back towards my hairline. And then I'm taking some on my jawline as well. This shade is pretty much perfect for my skin tone because it has an olive undertone. And it's not too red or too pink, but it's also not too gray or too cool tone. It makes my cheekbones look very natural. Then I'm also going to take this L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer. This is in the shade Vanilla 355. And I'm taking this just down the sides of my nose, just 3 dots, because if I use any more than that, then it becomes too much and it starts to look a little too bright. Because this shade is too light for me, so I'm just taking it just like that. And then I'm also going to take it here very lightly. And I should have done this earlier when I was color correcting, but for some reason I didn't, even though I usually do this. But I'm going to take some of that concealer that we used earlier underneath the eyes right here, around my chin, because I do have some darkness there too. I'm taking just a pump of CoverGirl's Violet Elixir, Healthy Elixir. This is in 742. This shade is way too pink for me, which I'm super sad about because I love this foundation. I love the way it makes my skin look. So I'm just taking a stippling brush, a pump of that, and I'm going to use that to blend out all of this. Now I'm going in and focusing on under my eyes and blending my nose and all that with a beauty blender. I like to blend the brighter yellow shade first and bring it down my nose, blending it into the nose contour just a little bit, and I bring it down my pore area, down the side of the nose, right on the center of the face, really pressing and blending, taking my time, and then I blend outwards towards the toe of my brow. I'm going to keep all that highlighting pretty much right underneath my eye, not bringing it past the highest point of my cheek, and also keeping it right where my eyebrow ends or right where my tail would meet if it were just a little bit longer. The hair gel that I use to do my edges is making my foundation completely come apart. I'm crying. Wow, look at that. That never happened. Taking this J-Cat Beauty Shine Your Day Shimmery Powder. This doesn't have a color on it, but this is what it looks like. It has a very peachy golden kind of look, but when you just kind of fan it over, and I kind of mix it with this Sophia X Makeup Revolution palette. I kind of just mix like the pink and gold shade with that J-Cat powder, and then I just go right over my dewy skin and I just fan it right where I want to highlight. And I'm going to be putting on a lot of blush today, so I don't really mind that this J-Cat Beauty highlighter has a little bit of a pink pigment to it. I don't really mind it. Normally I kind of would, but not today. Just makes me look super glowy and dewy. Look at that. Now I'm going in with some blush. I'm going in with that same NYX blush that we used earlier on the eyes. I had to be very careful with this because it is extremely pigmented. Very lightly. Do it right at the edge of that highlight. And blend it in. I'm bringing this in a little bit further in than I did my contour. I'm also going to put some just down the sides of my nose. Just a little bit. I'm also going to use this Maybelline Master Contour Palette. I'm going to top this off with that blush. It has shimmer in it, so it really just makes everything pop and look even more dewy because, like I said, I'm going for pink and I'm going for glow. Now I'm going in with actual contour. This is the Beauty Creations Contour and Highlight Palette. Just gonna blend and warm up the skin. I don't really feel the need to contour as much because we did that in the beginning underneath the foundation. Still keeping it at my eyebrow arch, not taking it any further in. Now I'm going in and setting everything. Well, not everything. I'm setting specific areas, you'll see. But I'm going in with this concoction that I made. This has Makeup Revolution's Luxury Banana Powder. There's also Maybelline New York Fit Me. I was gonna say foundation. Face powder, setting powder. And there's a little bit of Coty Airspun. I'm taking my beauty blender, pressing it into the powder, then taking it on the palm of my hand and just really pressing the powder into the sponge. I'm also taking this right under my contour and cutting it. Snatching my cheeks, honey. Next, I'm going in with this Essence Brighten Up Banana Powder. As you can see, I really love this powder. It really does help to brighten and bring like the light to that area. And I like the banana shade because I like a more yellow undertone rather than a pink undertone. So I'm just going to take a little bit of that on an angled brush. And I'm talking just a little bit. You don't need a lot. And I'm just going to dust away the bake I just put down. The reason I'm doing it with a brightening powder and not a normal face powder is because I want to keep this area very bright. I don't want to add too much more color back, otherwise it kind of defeats the purpose of all the highlighting that I've been doing. Yeah. Then I'm going in with a huge fluffy brush. I'm going in with this Sante Mineral Compact Powder. I'm taking a little bit of that and just dusting it everywhere on my face. Kind of help everything come back together, bring some more color back after doing all that powdering. We're gonna do some more powdering. I'm going back to the eyes for a second and I'm gonna take some more of that shade Champ from the Profusion palette and I'm just gonna bring it on my lower lash line and meet it back up in the crease. And then I'm going to take that itty bitty brush that I used for my eyebrows and I'm going to take some of that pink color from the NYX shadow and I'm going to put that in my waterline and connect it up to my inner corner. Okay, now because my skin is feeling very dry from all that powder, I'm going to go in with this Clean Color Pro Sealer Makeup Setting Spray and I'm just going to spray this all over my face and then I'm going to take my beauty blender and lightly press it in just to really get that moisture into the skin and really to melt the makeup together. Now I'm going to use this Neutrogena Ultra Sheer Body Mist Sunscreen. I love this stuff. This is my holy grail. Anyway, I'm going to set my face with this as well just to add some glow, but I am going to cover my eyes because it burns like a bitch when you get it in your eyes. I mean, damn, like, I'm shook. I'm gonna put lashes on and I'll be right back. Okay, so these are the lashes I put on. These are by Black Beauty. These are in this style, not shade, Flutter. Lovely, I love them. Next, I'm moving into the lips, and I'm gonna use this Bite Beauty lip liner. This is in Glace. This isn't a lip liner, this is a lip crayon. It's not pink, but it kind of has the same undertone as the brown we used in the crease, so I think it'll match just fine as a liner. Yeah, like that's almost perfect. Okay, cool. Then I'm going in with this Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit Megalast, or Megalast Liquid Catsuit metallic lipstick. This is in the shade Bali in Love. Cute. Then because this dries down matte and I want a glossy look for this, I'm going to use this e.l.f. Pout Perfector in Glow. Okay, this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed. I really love this look. I think it is so gorgeous. Super glowy and pink, but still like bronze and natural. Sorry, this is a little more laid back. I'm sick, so you know I'm not gonna be like super crazy and stuff. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I'll see you in my next one.